Okay, you know what to do here. Go to Mrs. Hunter's class, and then you're going to go down to McGraw-Hill. You are going to load. Be sure to watch this whole video, though, because at the end, I give you the important information about how to do the assignment, okay? So don't turn off thinking, oh, I already know how to do this. All right, launch. And then here's the story. I like this story.
To do.
It's kind of it's called the Time Spec 3000, and it's this kid who goes to Washington, D.C. We've been talking about that. And he has these magical spectacles. Spectacles are glasses, as you can see, and they transport him back in time. So he sees things the way they were a long time ago. So he's writing to his grandpa about the spectacles. Now, your assignment is you're going to do a little imaginary writing. Okay, hold on. Okay, so here is what I want you to do now. I want you to imagine do your best writing as always. This time you'll be using your imagination. For that reason, you don't have to have a topic, sentence, and a conclusion. All right? You will just be doing some descriptive writing and using your imagination. Do your best with punctuation and spelling and fix all those things. After reading this Time Spec 3000 story, imagine you have your own set of time specs, your own set of glasses that you put on that shows you everything the way it was a long time ago. And you're going to imagine you put on your time specs and you walk around your neighborhood. What do you think your neighborhood would have looked like 100 years ago or more? Describe what you see as you walk around with the time specs. I'm going to read you one I just put together, and it's several sentences. And it was really fun to just think, oh, if I was standing in front of my yard and it was 100 years ago, I put the spectacles on and suddenly it was like 100, 200 years ago, what would it look like in my little Coffee Park neighborhood? Here's what I came up with just as an example. I put on my time specs and suddenly I was transported back in time. I stood in what had been my front yard. There was a tiny sapling where our giant oak tree had once been. Our lawn was gone. Instead, I was standing in a meadow. In fact, there were no houses anywhere. There wasn't even a road. I turned around and saw that I was standing on a dirt road. Along came a horse and buggy. A bearded man in overalls came up next to me and said, "Those are some strange spectacles you have on, little lady." Strange, I'll say. I took off the glasses and suddenly I was back in Coffee Park. So what I want you to do is create your own. Imagine you put on those spectacles and you go back in time, and what sorts of things would you see? What would be different? There wouldn't be all these houses around us, right? These weren't here. Even 50 years ago. So you can go farther back if you want to. Maybe there'll be a Native American tribe that you see there because that's who lived here originally, right? Think about like I said, trees that are smaller. Maybe you end up in a forest when you go back in time. Maybe there's a forest where your home once was. Maybe you go even further back to dinosaurs. So you get to decide. Use your imagination and have fun with it.